Welcome to Hybiz News. My name is Suresh Kochatal. The Centre informed the Supreme Court on Wednesday that it had prima facie found a violation of the program code by Sudarshan TV's Bindas Bol show and has issued a notice to the channel. The top court said that the steps taken by the government in pursuance of the show cause notice against the channel will be subject to the orders of the court. The bench of D Y Chandrachud, Justice Indu Malhotra and Justice K.M. Joseph was informed by Solicitor General Tushar Mehta that Sudarshan TV has to give a reply to the show cause notice by September 28, failing which an ex parte decision will be taken. During the course of the hearing today, Tushar Mehta, the Solicitor General of India, stated that the central government, in exercise of the power conferred on it by subsection 3 of the section 20 of the Cable Television Networks and Regulation Act 1995, issued a notice to show cause September 23rd to Sudarshan News, the bench said in its order. It is said that since the notice is slated to be returnable on September 28th, Mr. Mehta had requested the court to defer the hearing in the present case so as to enable the central government to take a considered view of the matter. Since the notice has been issued today, the hearing is deferred to October 5th, the court said. It added that the notice shall be dealt with in accordance with the law and the central government shall submit a report to the court indicating the outcome of the notice. Since the notice has been issued during the pendency of these proceedings, further steps in pursuance of the notice to the show cause shall be subject to the result of the present proceedings and to such orders that may be passed by this court. The top court also said that this interim order of September 15, 2020, injuncting the telecast of the remaining episodes of the program shall continue to remain in operation pending further orders. During the brief hearing, Mr. Mehta said that the 4-page notice to the channel has sought explanation on various points regarding the violation of the program code and asked why action should not be taken against it. The detailed notice under the Cable Television Network Regulation Act 1995 has been issued today itself, showing the fact that according to the government, prima facie is not in accordance with the program code, he said. The bench observed that if the case wasn't heard by the court, then all episodes would have been aired by round. At the outset, it asked the interveners in this matter to file written submission, if any. On September 25th, the top court had pondered over the nature and the extent of its order regulating Bindas Bol program on alleged infiltration of Muslims in bureaucracy, saying that it did not want to curtail the freedom of speech as the program has a public interest involved on issues of foreign funding and reservation. The Apex Court, which has already imposed a pre-telecast ban on episodes of UPSC Jihad on a plea raising from grievances against it on grounds including hate speech, was irked over the fact the channel in his affidavit has named an English news channel for running 2 shows on Hindu terror earlier. Why have you said what you said about the programs of the English news channel? Who asked you about your opinion about this program? It had said. Lawyer Vishnu Shankar Jain, appearing for the editor-in-chief Suresh Shavanke, said that his affidavit contained reference to the English channel and other programs on Hindu terror, as he was asked earlier as to why the UPSC Jihad episodes have shown Muslim men in skull caps and wearing greens. The bench then said, does that mean that every time the judges ask questions, you will shoot off your mouth with your views? If that is the case, then judges will stop asking questions. You're not supposed to file affidavits on all the questions which the judges ask. Judges ask questions to elicit a better response. On being told by the petitioner that the episodes of the programs have violated the program under the Code of the Cable TV rules, the top court pondered over the extent of control and curb which can be imposed through it by its orders. The program Bindas Bol has public interest involved on the issues of foreign funding or reservation. If we are to issue an injunction stay, then what kind of injunction will be that? Whether it should be a blanket injunction, there is also a public interest involved in it, the bench had observed. The top court had observed that the constitutional values, human dignity are needed to be protected by the court and cannot become enforcers of the program code. Earlier, the top court has said question Sudarshan TV over its program, asking whether the media can be allowed to target a whole set of communities. It had asked the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and the National Broadcasters Association to give suggestions for self-regulating mechanism of the NBA for electronic media.